Just who I was looking for.
What? Did I finally catch your eye?
No, we're gonna talk about your friend the Bridge and whether or not Patrick is the father of her baby. Tell me what you know.
The same as you. As I recall, you had everybody's favorite lab tech, Ellie the Wonder Nerd, run an unauthorized lab test. Couldn't mess with it because you oh so coyly announced you were taking a shower, remember? Oh, which, by the way, you are an artiste with subsets.
You think I'd be used to your lame come-ons by now?
Whatever. But thanks to you, I was nowhere near that test.
But you told me that Britt was hiding something about that baby.
Yeah, and I also told you the keeper of all Westmore's deep, dark secrets is her mother.
Well, the Dowager Brutches flew the coop.
Better make nice with Westmore, then.
Nuh-uh, not gonna happen. While she's ensconced on Spoon Island under Prince Nikolas's watchful eye? That just leaves you, Brad.
Why should I subject myself to this interrogation? Is it gonna change how you feel about me?
You want me to change my opinion of you? Give up the bridge.
I could hand you Westmore's ass on a silver platter, and you still wouldn't give me the time of day. I'm just a means to an end, and you've never seen me as anything more than that.
Like what? How else should I see you if not as some bloodthirsty, broken-down, horn-dog lackey?
How about as a boyfriend? Hypothetically speaking, if you knew that there was more to me than my sex drive, would you be interested in...
In what?
Being my boyfriend? Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, I thought you saw me as just a piece of meat.
Hypothetically, what if you weren't? What if hypothetically I thought very highly of you?
How hypothetically highly?
Pretty hypothetically high. What if,
What if what?
What if I thought I could be in love with you?
You're in love with me.
I said hypothetically, if I was in love with you.
Well, then I might say you have a funny way of showing it. Every time I turn around, you're cozying up to some new guy or trying to weasel your way into bed with some poor straight boy.
Am I supposed to become a priest because you won't look twice at me? I mean, I can't pine forever.
I didn't even know you were pining for me in the first place.
See, I don't even know why I bothered. You were always probably one of the cool kids, right?
You talking to me?
You couldn't possibly understand what it's like to pin your heart on a guy who you know and never in a million years would want you like you want him.
Actually, I know exactly what that's like.
No. You did not just equate my feelings for you with your crush on Magic Milo. The guy's not even gay.
So, unrequited love is unrequited love.
Just admit it. You'd rather have an imaginary relationship with a perpetually unavailable Milo than risk exploring the possibility of having a real relationship with a guy who could actually like you back.
You mean with you?
What's wrong with that?
You're a jerk, that's what.
Oh, right. A smart, capable jerk. With a good job, good sense of humor, good to excellent bedroom skills, and a shredded bod. Yeah, terrible attributes to have in a potential boyfriend. But you know what? Keep treating me like something you stepped in. I'm used to it. I grew up getting bullied.
You were bullied.
Fat, Chinese, gay tap dancer. To the back.
You were a tap dancer?
Please. I won the Pan Pacific Grand Prix Dancing Championship when I was 13.
Get out!
Brought my trophy to school. The football team beat my ass with it.
Did it hurt?
Yeah. I've always had a thick skull. Still do. Maybe that's why I'm such a jerk.
Yeah, you are terrible. But you could choose not to be.
Yeah, but if I become a nice guy and you still say no, then it's personal. Easier to stay a jerk and push you away.
Even if it means being alone?
You're alone too. How's that working out?
It's one big ice cream social.
Of course, we could always try.
Try what?
Being alone. Together.
I've been wrong before.
Nothing wrong with being wrong once in a while.
Then why am I feeling regret in the pit of my stomach?
Maybe it's not regret. Maybe it's anticipation.
Whoa! What the hell? Whoa, hey. You lied to me! Manipulated me the entire time!
Well, look, clearly I'm missing something here, but Patrick, have you lost your mind? What's going on?
Ask him. And while you're at it, ask him how he and Britt manipulated me, conspired against me to pass off his baby as mine.
You swore to me that as far as you knew, Patrick was the father of Britt's baby.
I know what I said.
You swore to me that you didn't know what was going on with Britt and her crazy mother.
Look, Felix, damn it. I need to take this.
By all means.
Nice of you to give a guy a heads up, Britt.
If I had any idea it was coming to this, I'd have warned you. Okay, but my back was against the wall. Patrick threatened to take my baby away. I had no choice but to tell him you were the father.
You just made my life a hell of a lot more difficult.
Yeah, well, I think even more than fairly compensated. It's not like I'm asking you to have any role in this kid's life.
Oh, is that supposed to make me feel better?
Well, if it's any consolation, I just torpedoed my own love life along with yours. So, Patrick wants absolutely nothing to do with me.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to get how he feels.
I don't want to hear it, Brad, unless it's an answer to my number one question. Are you or are you not the father of Rich's baby?
Yeah, I am.
Can't believe I fell for that sob story. I felt sorry for you. I almost
what?
Forget what I almost. You went along with Britt's story that Patrick was the baby daddy. What else you lie about? Was that touching tale about you being bullied in high school a lie to soften me up?
No,
Don't even. I'm not gonna believe a word out of that mouth again.
Oh, you mean that Britt lied to him for months and that he's not her baby daddy after all?
Yeah, and that ass face is.
Bradley Cooper, head of the hospital lab.
Who wants to know?
Diane Miller, attorney at law.
Hey, those charges were dropped.
Good for you. You have me confused with someone else. You and I spoke several weeks ago about an important matter for one of my clients. I believe you're holding something for me.
Oh, right. that attorney law. Yeah, I remember. And I do have the item in question. I'd gladly give it to you, except that it's against hospital policy. I'd be risking my job.
Yeah. I brought cash. Threw in a little something extra for your trouble.
Be right back.
Mr. Cooper.
Sorry, I'm not having a very good day. Actually, yesterday wasn't so great either. Anyway, here is the item you requested.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Find Patrick, make sure he's doing okay.
Okay. And I'm not gonna buy into Brad the dad's lies ever again.
They weren't lies.
I have nothing to say to you ever again.
Oh, too bad. You need to know I wasn't lying about everything.
Bitch, please. Next, you're gonna tell me that you weren't conspiring with the she-wolf, and that you didn't donate your precious bodily fluids for promotion, and that you're not the father of that pitiable baby. Is that what you're telling me? Come on, spit it out.
I never said I wasn't the father of Westbourne's baby.
Oh, so that part about everything was not a lie isn't exactly true.
What I meant was I wasn't lying about getting beat up with that tap dancing trophy. How those kids bullied me, the scar on my head. I wasn't lying about those defenses I built to keep myself from getting hurt. But most of all, I wasn't lying about my feelings for you. That talk we had last night, man, I never do that. I'm not that open with anyone. But you're different, Felix. And I really do care about you.
Well, then you should have thought about that before you conspired with the bridge. Because of what you've done, I could never return your feelings.
Felix?
Bradley Cooper, time for you to man up.
Man up. That's right. I think if you look closely, you'll find that I'm all man, even in the midst of a day as bad as this one.
Well, it's about to go from bad to worse. Unless you do what you're told.
I'm open-minded. Your order to give is on the take.
Here's your order. Step up and take care of your son.
I don't know what Westbourne told you, but this...
Whoa, you're the father of the baby. Is that not the case? Britt told me that the two of you struck a deal. Right? She would secure your promotion here at the hospital in exchange for your DNA.
Is that judgment I hear? That's rather rich, Prince Nikolas. Coming from an heir to a legacy of inbreeding, fratricide, and fringe meteorology. Oh, yeah, I read the whole tell-all about your family, and, frankly, I'm shocked that the so-called white sheep of that man...
Playing the class card won't get you off the hook here, pal. You won't shirk your responsibility with your son. I don't care what arrangement you made.
That kid is not my responsibility.
Really? Tell me how you can say that. In what universe is the baby you share with Britt not your responsibility?
The universe in which, it's like...
No, I don't know what it's like.
Look, Westbourne and I had an agreement, okay? She supplied the promotion, I supplied the sperm.
Mm-hmm. Which makes you the baby's father.
No, there was no discussion of hand-holding, childbirthing, diaper changing, or child support. Drake was going to handle all that.
Well, that ceased to be the case once he found out that he wasn't the father and that you were.
So what?
So, you're going to see to Britt and that baby's every need.
But,
starting with putting a roof over their head. Britt's moving in with you.
I live in a railroad apartment. There's barely enough room for me, let alone
You
Britt.
should have thought of that before you started doling out sperm samples.
Why do you care where Britt lives? What are you in love with her or something? Come on, level with me, Prince. You got a thing for the bridge?
Call her by her proper name or not at all.
Lighten up. She likes it.
No, she doesn't, actually, and neither do I.
Because you won't have your lady's honor besmirched?
My friend's honor.
Sure, you're such great friends. You can't wait to unload her on me. Well, what's wrong? Didn't she live up to your lofty standards? Yeah, sure, it was fine when she was the poor, abandoned mother-to-be, but once you got a look inside, what makes it...
Bottom line, Brad, you're the dad. So Britt and the baby are now your responsibility.
I don't see it that way. And if Britt has a problem with that, she could take it up with me herself. Detective Falconeri, I need to speak to you about something.
Sorry, have we met?
Not officially. I'm Brad Cooper, GH's lab manager.
Cool. I'm sorry, man. I've got a bit of a family crisis going on, and I just want to go catch a quick glimpse of my new baby girl.
Yeah, I heard about the baby. Girl, right? Congrats.
Thank you.
But what I have to say, I can't wait.
Okay. Brad, what is this about?
Dr. Westbourne?
Do you know something about her mother?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Britt's mother, Lisa Lobrecht, she tried to murder Duke Lavery, and she took off before we could apprehend her. You work with Dr. Westbourne. You have some information?
Well, I have no idea where Lisa Lobrecht is. This pertains to a certain degree, but it's more about Dr. Westbourne's baby.
I'm sorry, Brad. I don't mean to be rude, but like I said, I have a lot going on right now, and I don't have a lot of time to sit around.
I understand, but this is important.
Okay, what is so important about Dr. Westbourne's baby?
I'm assuming you haven't heard.
I guess not.
Well, turns out Dr. Drake isn't the baby's father.
Okay. What does that have to do with me? What exactly are you trying to tell me here? Is this situation a police matter?
Yes. Dr. Drake, he punched me when he found out he wasn't the real father, and I was.
I think my head's imploding a little bit.
Evidence right here.
Okay, so you want to press charges, is that right? It's my brother. I really need to take this.
Family crisis.
Yeah. Look, you want to file assault charges, file a report, just head down to the station, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah.
But you did promise not to tell Dante and Lulu.
So it's done. It's over.
No one will ever know that Dante and Lulu's daughter is actually our biological child.
Holy cow, did I just hear that right? Maxie and Spinelli are the parents of the fucking Harry baby. Gosh, jeez.
They got meds for that.
thought you weren't speaking to me.
That was my stated intention, my fervent wish, but I couldn't keep silent anymore.
About what?
How you wouldn't step up for your own kid. Nikolas Cassadine all but begged you to take the Britch and that child off his hands, but you refused to step up.
So you want nothing to do with me, but you're eavesdropping on my private conversations?
I didn't have to eavesdrop. Denise was in the hub and she heard the whole thing. She told Penny, who told Epiphany, who thinks it's a disgrace that you won't even step up.
Flattered though as I might be by the interests of my fellow co-workers, you and your whole little game of telephone have got it all wrong.
Okay, enlighten me, Brad.
Why do you even care, Felix, huh? You've written me off.
Just answer the question. Did you or did you not tell Nikolas Cassadine that the Britch and the baby could fend for themselves?
What I told Nikolas was that Britt and I had an agreement. And that didn't include raising a baby with her.
Just when I thought you couldn't possibly sink any lower. You know what? I hope you're proud of yourself, Brad, because whatever happens next to that baby is on you.
Britt wanted to raise this baby without me.
Okay, the plan was that she was gonna raise this baby with Patrick. Granted, said plan was devious, underhanded, and doomed to fail, which it did. But Patrick's not the father, so his participation isn't an option.
So she'll raise the kid herself. You know she's an obstetrician, right? She makes good money.
It's not about the money. Westbourne's all alone.
Oh my God. You make it sound like you've never heard of a single mother before.
Okay, look, I'm not a fan of the Britch. Having her camped out in my apartment, in my very room, was its own form of hell. But even though I was counting the minutes until she left, I'm this close to taking her back, and I have zero connection to that baby.
Damn it, Felix, I don't have any connection to this baby either.
You mind telling me why that is?
I'm Britt's baby's sperm donor. That's my only tie to the kid.
Felix! Thank God. It's Britt's baby.
Britt had the baby?
She went into labor at Windermere and I delivered him.
You did. You delivered Westbourne's baby, that baby there.
Felix, there's no time. His breathing's compromised and he's coughing up fluid.
Okay, take it to pediatrics. I'll call ahead. Yeah, we have a newborn coming to pediatrics. We'll need a pulmonary assist stat. You coming? Is it just me, or does that baby look nothing like Brad at all?